Hey guys, Jimmy Yen here, the acupuncture neurology specialist from Achieve Integrative Health. And today's Wednesday. So Wednesday we're gonna do something called Why Wednesday. And why this is about actually a telephone call we had today for someone who was looking for acupuncture treatments, and she was pregnant and severe nausea, probably morning sickness, severe nausea, vomiting, and she was looking to get some help to hopefully stop it. And she reached out to our clinic, we were telling her our process of what we do in our clinic at Achieve Integrative Health. For every new person who has never been to our practice that we know nothing about, we put them through an initial examination. And this person was asking why do this initial examination, because we spend close to an hour. We block off a whole hour for us to get to know this person, not just to know this new person as an individual, but also what's going on with their health. And some people don't like it. Some people don't like that we make sure that we get all the accurate information before we actually just start throwing acupuncture needles in them. And so this specific person did not like the fact that we spend time to make sure that we are doing things safely and accurately to get the best results. And so that just stimulated this post for us to let y'all know, everybody know in the public, why we do an initial exam. Why do we spend so much time with our patients? I wish we could just, there was some way, some magic wand that we could just wave, and then 5 seconds we will know everything about the health history of a patient, everything about the patient's background, family history. I wish there was just a wand we could do in 5 seconds, and it could just instantly be imprinted into our brain so that, we could just quickly provide the treatments. Unfortunately, that technology does not exist yet. So we spend the time with our patients, our new patients, and all our patients. We spend the time to understand exactly what is going on in their body. So even though we've treated thousands of patients, pregnant women who have gone through morning sickness, nausea, vomiting, maybe back pain, diarrhea, constipation, any of those pregnancy symptoms, we've treated thousands of them, but doesn't mean that we use the same treatment protocol for every single patient. Because what if someone has hypertension? What if someone has kidney problems? What if someone has other problems that may be causing the nausea and vomiting, and it's not due to their pregnancy? And that's why we don't just randomly stick needles in patients, talk to them for 5 minutes, and then just randomly stick needles in them and hope it goes away. Now, for some people, it does work that way, but that's just not our technique, right? That's not what we do at Achieve Integrative Health. What separates us from the hundreds of acupuncture clinics in Austin metro area is that we find the root cause. We spend time to make sure we find the cause, because the last thing we want happening is a pregnant woman coming to our clinic, nausea, vomiting, and we do our standard protocol, and she has a miscarriage. Right? That's the last thing we want. So we want to take all the precautions to make sure that we are providing the right, accurate treatment, and not just throwing needles at someone and hope it works, right? And that's a big reason why we are one of the largest acupuncture clinics in the Austin metro area, because we have specific protocols set in to get accurate data, accurate information about the patient's health, so that we can provide the accurate treatment. And therefore, guess what? We get phenomenal results, right? And so just this is a long post, I understand, but I wanted to just be clear with everybody, because maybe someone else has a question. Why do we block off an hour of our time to go over to a patient's health, to understand, to figure out, to use our Chinese medicine diagnosis to figure out what's the root cause, what do we need to do to actually fix it, and not just band-aid it, okay? We're not here to band-aid things, we're actually here to fix things, and it takes time to figure it out, right? It's no different from, let's say you have a leak in your, your house, and do you just put more plaster on the wall or put a little tape around the pipes? Don't you want to figure out what exactly is causing that leak so that you can fix it, so you don't have to keep on hiring a plumber to keep on coming back? Or maybe, when you take your car in, you got a gas leak, you got some oil leak, it's all over your garage floor. Don't you want the technician to figure out where that leak is coming from, instead of just from the hose that's leaking? Maybe something else is causing the leak, right? It takes time versus just going in to bringing your car into a shop and they just put a little piece of black tape around it and that's temporarily solves the leak, right? There's so many analogies I can give, but this is a long explanation, I understand that, but I just want to let everybody know that this is the reason why we block off an hour of our time for new patients to figure out what's going on and what's causing the problem, so that we can have an accurate solution. Sometimes the solution is not us. Sometimes, actually a lot of times, we need partners, healthcare partners, whether it's with your physicians, your gynecologist, your family doctor, your endocrinologist, your neurologist. We work with a lot of neurologists, whether it's your orthopedic surgeon, what if it's your chiropractor, your physical therapist. We work as a team. Usually, I would say majority of the time, it's a team effort to help you fix the problem. It's rare that one specific modality, one specific medicine can fix everything. That's just lying, right? And we don't lie. And so it takes a team. And so it takes time. It takes time to figure out the problem. And so that's the reason why, long story short, we block off, if you have someone who needs some help in neurological conditions, whether they're pregnant, like this person that called in was pregnant, had nausea, vomiting, needs help. The first step is we examine them, and sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes shorter, sometimes it's 30 minutes for us to examine them, but we block off an hour just in case, so that we make sure we don't skip any steps, right? And so hopefully this is beneficial, and if you know someone who is improving and who needs restoring of their organ functions, tell them to give us a call, 512-260-1710, 512-260-1710. Achieve Integrative Health in Cedar Park in the Austin metro area, and we'll examine it and we'll see if we can help them. We can't help everybody, but definitely we will examine it to make sure if we can help them or not. All right, guys, this is Jimmy Yen from Achieve Integrative Health. I hope you appreciated this explanation of why we do an initial exam, which is different from the majority of the acupuncture clinics around us. I don't think anybody else around us does an initial exam. Most people do a consultation, which is very quick, and then you hop on the table and you start getting treatments. We do an initial exam. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what we do in our clinic. It's different from 99% of the clinics around us, okay? This is Jimmy Yen from Achieve Integrative Health. As always, remember, everything in life is achievable. Everything is achievable, but it's up to us to make it happen.